Well, hello there, and welcome to another EA Sports PGA Tour video. And today we are going to go through the patch notes that dropped today, Thursday, the 20th of April. As we've been discussing already in these videos, that EA has actually been quite active in fixing the problems that have arose and been active in listening to the feedback of the community. The patch just dropped. It's live already on all the platforms, so you can go ahead and go download it and go enjoy all of this that we are going to go through here. We'll do it very quickly in a classic read along mode, where we will read along these things here first to see what actually is changed, and then after that we'll go into the game and we will see with our own eyes that did something actually change and what did change. We'll go through that, but I think it's gonna be short and simple, as yours truly is as well.
Sorry, I'm not into short guys.
EA Sports PGA Tour community feedback response. I think that's a pretty powerful statement right there, to instantaneously say that it's a community feedback. Community. The newest update to EA Sports PGA Tour is set to go live today. Alongside a variety of planned content, this update addresses a few community requests, such as the new fast play presentation setting, green grid changes, and a variety of other updates. Fast presentation, green grids, and others. So there they set the tone. So the fact that we've been a little bit tilted about the slowness of the presentation and the animations over and over again, now we have probably the option to turn them off. And this has been the big one, whereas access to the game goes, accessibility goes. So not having the three-click swing at the start was probably an oversight on their part, but the fact that we can bring in such a big thing in 3 weeks later from release, I think is quite impressive. So let's see. Note that with the return of three-click, keyboard support for left stick and right stick swing mechanics have been removed. Okay, so now you can't do the 2-button keyboard movement anymore. Provide a fair experience for all players. Note that certain tournaments and online events now have swing mechanic requirements to ensure that you only compete against players who have opted to use similar swing mechanics. Golf clap. Again, argument, are they going to stretch their user base too thin? I don't think so. I think clickers should play clickers and swingers should swing with swingers. And maybe there can be some sort of a arcade free-for-all smorgasbord of everything. But I don't think having different input systems in a same thing is a good thing. So them separating these two from start, big fan. Okay, new visual settings, fast play, and this was one of the painful ones for me personally, for example, that I've been playing a lot of career. This is gonna be nice for me. Enable or disable an alternative presentation package that skips certain cinematics, such as player reactions, for a fast-paced gameplay experience. The putt meter. Enable or disable the putting feedback meter that is displayed on the ground during gameplay. Wow, so you can now actually take just the putting meter off. That's really, really cool. Button hints. Enable or disable displaying button hints on the bottom of the screen during gameplay. That's really cool as well. That's straight out of 2K's pocket. So now being able to take that out is really cool. And this right here, as we've seen in a lot of situations here, this was the one thing that in this game when it launched was just disgustingly bad and broken. And there's no other way. We have 100 hours in the game. We know when the ball goes somewhere it's not supposed to go. It's not a skill thing. It's not an input thing. It was purely a thing where the ball went other way than the indicator. And the beads themselves just didn't work well. So this right here, I consider a huge improvement. So in order to help with ball visibility, improve immersion, and respond to player feedback, the putting grid now quickly fades out after the ball is hit. So that's also like what a lot of people didn't like, was the grid was still there. And now similarly as in 2K side, now when you putt, the grid is going to disappear. So I feel like that was also a good upgrade to bring. Fixed an issue where the visual representation of the cup was slightly larger than its actual size in physics. Now, instances where it appeared that the ball rolled over the edge of the cup when it shouldn't have leaped will no longer occur. Okay, once again, I had the same problem in 2K and they told me that my graphics card is bad.
Got him! Got him!
I'd much rather take, hey, we had a problem and we fixed it, instead of maybe you should upgrade your graphics card. Both sides, probably in the right. I'd much rather take this. Chip shot type. Now always defaults to the shortest available club, so that it aligns with how it is most commonly used and to help new players better utilize the shot. Okay, so that was a really big problem as well. It usually gave you a 7-iron. We saw over and over again, me and other creators, and I bet a lot of players, take that 7-iron chip and it's 50 yards down the line. So now when a new player comes in and it actually gives you that pitching wedge or a lob wedge or whatever it is, and that would probably make it so that people are going to start chipping more, holding out more, instead of using the flop as I use it as a crutch to just put it close and tap it in. So I, for one, have already started chipping more, but this is going to be absolutely one of those things that for a lot of new players coming in and for a lot of even us veterans of the virtual golfing world are going to probably take in more chips. Small thing, but input wise a pretty big thing. A lot of the things that we've talked about in the last 3 weeks, I see already here that are getting addressed. And I keep saying this over and over again. I am, as a gamer, impressed. A variety of apparel and gear has been added to the store, including hats, shoes, drivers, and more. Shot type explanation graphic added to the scorecard menu. That's also like a really cool. They didn't really say anything about the grids being like broken, but I think this right here is admission of them being in the wrong to start. I think that's a clear admission. We did not have the greens work well. I really think that right there is already like an admission that they had it wrong. And as I said, that right there, the #1 improvement in my opinion to the game now. Biggest problem in the game, the button grid, and now it says fixed, huge. Fixes in user interface navigation. I haven't run into none of these because we are very rarely in the menu, so let's just say a smorgasbord multitude of fixes to the UI. Career. Fix situations when players were not receiving the open achievement after winning the event in a playoff. Around the Green Challenge 2 can be completed now. Well, there you go. We had a big discussion here yesterday about that, and now we actually see that it was broken. So big shout out to EA for telling that as well. In-game widget for challenges now updates when the second challenge is completed. That's cool because now you get the second star actually seed instantly. Good amount of situations to challenges. A lot of those ones were discussed and brought up in the Twitch. Okay, so next thing, tournaments. Added indication to rewards containing tournament tickets, so it is clear how many is received. That's a big one. That's instantly gonna make it much more clear for anybody scrolling. It's okay, so you get this amount. I like that. Fixing an issue where a tournament will not register the entry if the user has no entry finishing. Okay, so a big update there as well. Cameras. Fix for unplayable live animations when the camera was placed in areas that blocked visibility. Love that. Miscellaneous. Fixed flag pin line when it can be seen through the golfer's hair. Fixed issue where the game would crash when no quest is pinned. 4-ball scorecard now specifies the winning team. Golfer equipment. Fixed an issue where left-hand gloves were present on the right hand. Then a lot of mouse support. A lot of mouse support for all kinds of stuff. Okay, so that's pretty dank. All around a pretty dank experience there. What that is, I feel like that's really dank. Fast play. Enable, disable an alternative presentation package that skips certain cinematics such as player reactions for a fast-paced experience. So let's enable that to see if that's gonna completely eliminate all the celebrations and all that. Is it gonna straight take us to the thing? Okay, and then it's gonna be on pro, but it doesn't really matter. So let's play this. Let's play these 4 holes here just to see the green grids. Also quickly see the presentation. At least when we loaded in here, there was no package. There was no animations. You can't play with a 3-click on pro. I guess that's then through that you can only play 3-click on these tournaments. You can only play in the tournaments with the swing stick, and arcade tournaments are for everybody. Very interesting. I don't know how this is gonna work in the end. We will see then if you load into this now as a 3-clicker, are you not allowed to play, or is it going to just make another leaderboard? We'll see that soonish. I had click on and I didn't allow clicking. Okay, so it is that 3-clicking in these tournaments is not allowed yet, which means that they are then going to have to bring in 3-click tournaments separately. So I think that's a fantastic thing to keep those two things separate, keep the playing field level. And this doesn't mean that I don't want there to be 3-click content. I definitely want there to be 3-click content. But keep the 3-click tournaments and stuff separate from the swingers. So I give this a good A+. Okay, so let's see. There isn't a lot of anything new here. So we will just concentrate in seeing the green beads. But of course we want to do well here. We have tickets in play here. So of course, even if this is a casual round for content's sake, of course we still want it to be. I don't want to waste 1,000 coins. Okay, so 250. This is gonna land around here. Yeah, this with a good old 1.7% overhit is gonna be really nice. 1.2 might be just enough still. Ooh, wow, went through. Stop. Back. Nice. I'll take that. I accept. It's not an eagle. It's not an eagle thing. Okay, so let's see now if we go into a chip. Ooh, it actually gave us the lob wedge. It actually gave us the lob wedge instantaneously. We should probably immerse ourselves into the chip meta here. So let's try. Let's put a full topspin into it. It's probably gonna wanna roll quite hard body. Well, damn! Not a bad situation. So right then and there, nice. Okay, so first beads seem to be all moving right to left here, and it's half a degree above my legs. So this, of course, seems to be on point. Okay, nice. Of course, that being that close, we don't really get to see the roll, but we actually saw how good the chip is. And now the fact that it actually defaults to the right club or the lower club is really cool. Okay, let's see if we can pee on the green here. 6 iron into that, I feel like might just stop. So what if we hit a 6 iron full into this side with just a little touch of underhit, like 0.3 underhit. 0.6, I got 0.5, which we can say is the same thing. Ooh. I think they call that a golf shot. Worked out pretty fine. So same thing here. Quick look, looks like beads are moving very, very normally. And there shouldn't be a lot of trouble here. So half a degree under again. So it should... I'm going to hit it a little bit harder than it would. So I'm going to aim a little less. And it's a very, very thunderous birdie again. So good approach. And of course, from that area, you should probably always be scoring anyway. Okay, so this would be 207 exactly. So I can't underhit this now. So I'm going to hit this full. This is going to be now a yard or two long and probably a little bit right as well. But it should still stop. Okay, at least we get to chip again. So there we are a little bit too far overhit. and fast, so it pushes it up. So, but we can definitely try to chip again. And as we see again, it has actually defaulted to the right club. Okay, that was too much underswing. So 14.5, probably never gonna have a chance to even clear that uphill there. So that's way too much under on my part. Because we are learning the chips, I have no idea. Well, I have an idea, but I'm just nowhere near good enough yet. 1.8 above, which means a lot of break. And it seems like there actually is a good amount of break in this as well. So again, we can say that the beads here seem to be playing through. Nice. That's on me. The chip shot is bad. And the drive is pretty bad. So now we're gonna be on the fairway here. Okay, so one last drive for the tournament. That would have burned the edge before the update. Yes. Or it could have rolled right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could have rolled anywhere. So, because there was no way of knowing. Now we kind of know. But until then, there was a lot of guessing game going to it. Okay, so 9 iron is probably our only bet here. But we are going to need to give this underhit as well. So, 159 and the wind. So, I think if I hit this flush, it's going to be pretty good. Little over. Hopefully it still spins. Oh, it most definitely spins and we are pin high. So of course we now ended up on this side. Hopefully not in the drink. So little bit too much over. So we ended up low. At least once again, now we get to practice this chip. So now I can't be that short. So I'm gonna go almost full here. Beautiful. And we get it a little bit too high because we actually went full. So difficult par save here now, but nothing to be disgusted about. Okay, that putt preview looks like it's missing. I'm not gonna lie. That putt preview for me looks like it's going to miss. But again, we see it's 2.2 degrees above, so we know that there's gonna be a lot of breaks. So again, the putting line seems to be corresponding fairly well to the line. So I think with the decent input here, we should be in the cup. Wow, we were that high? Okay, so we take a bogey here. A disappointing bogey, but that's on me overhitting the first shot and then not knowing how to chip. So now we are just going to have to make sure we only take a singular here. And there we go. Again, all those times, the green grids seem to be working really well. And we also saw from there that there was not a singular celebration emote. There was not a singular caddy thing. There was not a singular walking emote. I think the speedy presentation works really well there. If you are into it like I am, that I don't really care about a lot of that, I am super stoked that it's there. Quick summarization. Grids fixed, a lot of stuff fixed. Grids and fast presentation, the two big things. Out of those, the green grids being fixed is the big, huge one. They are still missing the three things, as I said: crossplay, one-round career, and the ability to have custom private matches. But I think we have to acknowledge what they are doing, which is fixing their game, upping their game, constantly improving and fixing and improving and fixing. And I think in 2023, that is the way it should be. It should be quick. It should be always to the point, and it should be done by listening to the actual player base. So for me, I will consider this a good P+ and a big victory going forward. Because now for me, the biggest problem, which was the greens, the ball going the wrong way, is now fixed. And if this is the sign of things to come, I think we're gonna have a good run with this game. And more than anything, I hope that the other company takes heed as well. I really hope the other company takes heed as well, because the other company has a phenomenal gameplay mechanic and a phenomenal game in their hands. They have just completely lost the plot when it comes to content and what people of today want. I really hope this sparks a fire in 2K's headquarters as well. And I would be very surprised if it doesn't. Going forward, we're probably gonna see a lot of the things implemented, 60 FPS, upping the FPS on consoles, getting the crossplay in, getting more and more and more and more all the time. But as a guy who has been hurt in FIFA, who has been hurt in NHL, who has been hurt in Rory McIlroy's shows, who has been hurt in Madden a million times, I would not see myself ever in a million years golf clapping EA Sports. But now I'm gonna do that. I am on board. We want more. We want the frame rates. We want the cross plays. We want the weekend leagues. We want you guys to keep addressing the problems. But for what this was, really, really, really cool to see. Please type in the comments if you are watching this in the YouTube side. Write in the comments, what do you think about this game? What are your pain points? What would you like to see implemented later? The patch notes are going to be down low here as well, so you can go read yourself. And talking about things down low, the Twitch link is there, so please consider clicking the link. If you want to come out and hang out with us here on Twitch, we stream every single day from 7 a.m. Monday to Friday. We play a lot of PGA. EA side, we play a lot of 2K PGA. We have a beautiful love affair of golf nerds on the internet, hanging out on the Twitch directory all day, every day. So go into those directories on Twitch and find yourself a new favorite streamer. Hopefully it's me, but if it's one of my friends, that's okay too. As long as you immerse yourself in the lifestyle of the golf nerd, I can't really be mad. I'm actually really, really happy that we are doing big things and the games are doing big things, and all around we seem like the companies are going to be pushing the envelope further and further and further down the line. So leave a comment, like, and subscription on YouTube as well. We're going to be putting out a lot of EA content, guides, and so forth going forward. So would appreciate your consideration for the subscription. We are desperately trying to get to 1,000 subbies to get ourselves that big plaque of partnerships. So the only thing left now, though, is say thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and I will see you next time for another one. But for now, Moccio is out. Peace!